wanted to talk about how to love. See you had a lot of girls trying to steal your heart. That was too much. If any of y'all follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that I've been posting a lot about these sermons that I've been watching. I just finished my relationship goal series, which was amazing to me, I think. If you haven't checked it out, his name's Mike Todd. He's super captivating, very animated while he's preaching. I think that's one thing that pulled me in. You know, I wasn't bored listening to it, and very relative to everything that's been going on in my life. This morning I watched one, and I started a new series called You Are Loved, and it's just talking about how a lot of people don't understand how much they're loved. I always thought like, okay, well, God loves me, God loves everybody, and that sort of thing, but I've never had like a huge revelation of what that means and how that's shown to me and how I need to show that to other people. And even if you're not religious in that sense, I think this is still something you can relate to. The point I wanted to talk about today was loving your enemies. For me, that's always been kind of hard, and as I was reading this morning, it says love your enemies because they'll bring out the best in you. When I read that, I was like, there's no way. Because when I see someone I don't like, I don't feel my best self when I'm around them. You know, I feel awkward and isolated and watch what I say. Love isn't conditional. Love isn't, if you mess up, I'm gonna stop loving you because you messed up and you hurt my feelings, or you did this to me and so now I don't love you anymore. And I don't think wow, I'm so tired. So one point that Mike brought up earlier today was that perfect love casts out fear. And you know, a lot of us, and I can put myself in this category, are scared to take steps towards faith, towards accomplishing a goal, because we're fearful of the outcome or what people might say to us, or you know, how people might react. I was getting, wow, what is on my eye? I think it's a little hair. It's like tickling my eyelid. So when we're talking about loving our enemies, I do think that's probably one of the hardest things that anyone could be asked to do. I think that people are brought into our lives to work together for the good of us. I've always thought that, okay, well, my enemy definitely doesn't bring out the best in me. I get mad. But I think when he talks about bringing out the best in you, I think it kind of opens your eyes a little bit. Oh, we all make mistakes and we all trip up, have these terrible thoughts about people. I don't think it's necessarily bad that they make you feel that way. I think it's more eye-opening that you can see, okay, this is out of character for me. What do I need to work on? How can I show them that even though they've done these things to me, I still love them? So he was talking about when someone gives you a hard time, to use all of your energy. So when people give me a hard time, I will always 100% be calling my best friend on the phone and be like, guess what just happened? So-and-so did this and da-da-da-da, and I'll have to beat her up and da-da-da-da, and I act so hard, like I'm gonna do all these things. I just put all my energy towards being angry and hurt and feeling disrespected, where my energy should be getting drained out into love. I think it's hard to comprehend, especially for me. But you know, if I'm on the phone and I'm saying da-da-da-da, yeah, I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna do my thing, she's gonna be so mad that she said that about me, like da-da-da. Like, no, nobody needs that confrontation. I realize if I have something to say, I will call you, I'll text you, I'll DM you on Instagram, we can talk about this. I don't want you to think something is going on, cause it's not. And so instead of using all of my energy towards anger and hate, I need to use it towards love. And it sounds weird, and I know a lot of people would think this is weird, but for me, religiously, it says that I need to use all my energy towards prayer. You know, Lord, help their heart heal, help me extend your love to them. And even if you aren't really religious and you're like, well, praying's not really for me, like, I still think that there's a lot of strength that comes through showing someone who has persecuted you or disrespected you or has thrown judgment at you, to show them care and love and nurture. And you don't need to be down their throats about it, like, it's fine. Although you're doing this for them, you have to kind of take a little pride out of yourself and say, okay, you know what, this was wrong, but I forgive you, and we can move past it. We don't have to be besties for the resty, and I think that also comes with knowing yourself. I've heard so many people and even myself say, I just don't know my purpose. I don't know who I'm supposed to be. I just learned that the quickest way to get back to your original self is to love those who are unlovable. I think that's a lot about maturity. I'll see on Twitter all the time, you know, someone's being mean to someone else and then someone will quote the tweet and say, y'all need to grow up, like we're not in middle school anymore. Yeah, we're not in middle school anymore and we're adults and we need to grow up. That's not my place to be like, you need to look this way, because there's no one who has the credentials to say, you need to look this way, you need to act this way. I think we're all on the same playing field in the sense that we all make mistakes, we all do things we're not proud of, we all have guilt and shame that are on our backs all the time. So it's a lot about being more mature, and I think that's something that I've been learning a lot lately when trying to change myself for the better. I think a lot of times in our society, I know depression is such a huge thing, and I honestly went through a little stage of it myself, and I was isolated, and people isolate themselves. Isolation is probably the worst thing that you can do. You know, as much as you don't want to go out, as much as you don't want to hang out with your friends, as much as you don't want to hear things, it's definitely a good thing to do. Just because, you know, you have those friends that want to be there for you, do want to be there for you, and so if you ever are feeling guilty about something or ashamed of something or angry about something, you can always talk to them. Most of the time they'll be there for you, and they'll be willing to help you through the process, and they'll be able to heal your heart. There have been so many times where if I didn't call Allie or Lindsay or Parker up and tell them what was going on, I probably would have blown up. Like, it's just something you have to get off your chest so that you can have some peace of mind and like sleep better at night. I want a Kit Kat. People judge me. People are probably like, why is she posting that? Why is she doing this? Like, why does she say one thing and do another? I have messed up plenty of times. The decisions I make had consequences. I'm honestly a lot happier knowing that I can just live my life, and whatever y'all gotta say, it don't matter, because I love what I'm doing. I think a lot of people really do think that their opinion matters, and it doesn't. Okay, let me take that back. If I walk out looking homeless, I need my girls to tell me, you need to go back inside and fix yourself before we go out in public with you. I will take that opinion. But opinions like, oh, well, she's too thick, too skinny, or why does she act like that? I have definitely been guilty of that. Just from being a girl, I think that girls in general are pretty judgmental. Like, I have looked at so many people, like so jealous of their beauty or, you know, what I see on Instagram. But I think we then get stuck in our lack of self-esteem, end up judging them or trying to put them down to make ourselves feel better, when really, if you really spin it all the way around, we're still the ones feeling bad. So overall, I think that we should love everybody. And that's so hard to do, but that shows so much strength. Like, this girl just came in here, she said that she hated me, and I'm a little butthurt about it, but you know what, I have the strength and I know myself, and to tell you that that is okay, that you think that, I'm sorry you think that. I don't know what that was. I eventually want to get to the point where if people are talking about me, they know who I am. They know black and white, this is who Serena is. And I just want everyone to get to that place, because right now I found my confidence. I know who I am, I know who I want to be, I know how I want to live my life, and that makes me happy. And I still get caught up saying stuff about people that I shouldn't be saying. Yo, where did these bug bites come from? Oh my gosh, I'm so weird. Yeah, and if you want to be weird, be weird. Like, doesn't it matter if being weird makes you happy? Like, I make weird noises all the time. Love each other, support each other. There's nothing wrong with supporting people. Lift them up. Ding. Well, this was just a video kind of to explain where I was at, maybe help anyone who might need help or is struggling with their confidence or loving their enemy. But yeah, just try to extend your love to as many people as you can, and you will impact their life. Okay. Love you.